Nobody's going to break me down. Nobody's going to kiss me again. Nobody. I want you to tell that to yourself. This is the beginning for you. Now on, you are going to be better, but you have to believe that. The Runway of Hope is the heart of the Kindness School Met Gala. And truthfully, it is my favorite part of the evening. This is where fashion meets compassion, a powerful moment of transformation, healing, and celebration. The Runway of Hope is a spotlight on individuals who have survived unimaginable hardships. In working with these courageous individuals, they are reminded of their strength, their beauty, and their worth. And when I see the light return to their eyes as they step onto the Runway of Hope, that moment is truly priceless to me. The Runway of Hope reminds us that fashion can be more than a style. It can be a platform for purpose, a spotlight for strength, and a celebration of the human spirit.
Luisa taught us how to feel confident and walk towards the light, always looking towards the light. That made me feel very confident and own myself and know my worth and always look towards the light instead of facing down.
Their courage, commitment, and determination inspiring me beyond words.
So when Luisa was training me, I just remember this little ray of sunshine, the love that poured out of her, which she was absolutely amazing from the beginning of training until the end of that show.
This is the token for you to never forget how beautiful and worthy you are. I am so deeply proud of each and every one of them for taking this bold step toward healing and renewal.
I better write a letter to my family in case he does kill me.
I had stopped drinking, and when I had become sober after 3 years, and he didn't like the new Tammy, he said he could relate to those people that you read in the newspaper that are faced with the possibility of divorce and that they killed their wives and children.
I was molested as a 4-year-old and I experienced sexual assault. He beat me with a belt for an hour while I stood naked in front of my kid. When I did finally get away and stayed away, I got married, and he was incredibly controlling and abusive.
About 2 weeks into our relationship, he told me that he had stabbed somebody. There were other signs along the way, lots of jealousy, calling me a whore because I bought a certain color pair of boots.
I came home with a newborn baby, breastfeeding, and I didn't get up to make dinner, so he pulled the bed.
Después que salimos de Venezuela, cambió totalmente. Maltrato, mucho maltrato. Que si él hacía las cosas y yo tenía la culpa. Yo me hice como autodependiente de esa persona y por miedo a no quedarme sola en otro país donde yo no conocía nada, yo toleraba cosas y cosas.
At the age of 15, I left my house because I could not take the abuse that I was going through. And I met a gentleman. I was locked up in a room for 2 years.
It was rough, trying to always make up excuses for the things that I had on me. He would follow me everywhere, so I felt he was protecting me.
And I didn't really put it together until I was at stage 4. And I had about 6 months to live. And I was terrified because I didn't know how to get out. I was way in too deep.
Those were the signs, the gaslighting for sure, the verbal abuse, and, other types of abuse. And then my eyes really woke up when he started to attack my child.
And protecting my daughters was the biggest priority.
I jumped out the second floor window. I ran to my father's house in the Bronx. I ran to my father, who was my abuser, to help me get away from another abuser.
I needed to leave because I knew that I wouldn't survive if I hadn't.
When he left the house, I just packed up the children in the car and just a few belongings and left.
I walked out the door, called my sister, and asked her if I could please stay with her for a couple of days.
It took me a long time. But here I am, I'm standing, I'm doing this thing, which is very brave for me.
Uno tiene que superar las cosas por uno mismo, o sea, no puedes esperar que otra persona haga las cosas por ti.
The first step is the hardest one, and make that step and reach out, because there are organizations that will help you immediately.
If you are a domestic violence survivor, there are organizations like the Louisa Diaz Foundation that will help you.
What is on the other side will all be worth it.
You don't have to stay in an abusive relationship. You could get up and leave. One day you'll look back, it'll be a year from now, and you'll realize you were a totally different person.
Listen to your gut. You know, if it doesn't feel good, it isn't good. Love doesn't hurt.
No one has a crystal ball. If we all did, our life would be perfect. Take that first step. Be brave. It's hard. I get it. You have to.
Now, I walk around as myself. I start treating myself better.
I'm just beginning to feel proud of myself after all these years.